700 years ago, the Mongols, a nomadic army that struck fear into the entire world, established the massive Yuan dynasty. They held the Goryeo kingdom of the Korean peninsula under their absolute influence and control. At that time, the emperor of Yuan and the absolute ruler of the empire was Togon Temur, Emperor Huizong. For strategic political control, he married his niece, Princess No-guk, to the Goryeo prince, King Gong-min. It was a calculated move to keep Goryeo under the empire's thumb forever. However, the emperor's calculation failed. Princess No-guk, who inherited the fierce blue blood of the Mongols, chose her husband's kingdom over her own empire the moment she arrived in Goryeo. When King Gong-min carried out dangerous reforms to cut off Yuan's interference and abolish Mongol customs, the princess stood as his strongest shield, braving the emperor's wrath herself. Even in the desperate moment when rebels broke into the royal bedchamber, the princess blocked the path of the sword-wielding soldiers. With the untouchable charisma of an imperial princess, she saved her husband's life. But this passionate love ended in tragedy when the princess died during childbirth. King Gong-min, once a visionary reformist who seemed to have everything, descended into madness from the grief of losing his wife, and the fate of Goryeo began to decline with him. The Mongol woman who threw away the power of a great empire to love the king of a small nation. This was the most intense and sorrowful romance in the history of China and Korea, the story of Princess No-guk.